Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hi.
I go.
Hello.
Hello. Last time on the Dragon of Icespire Peak, you decided to check out the Shrine of Sarvis and discovered it was overrun by orcs and ogres. But you took care of them lickety-split. Zyzzyx discovered that the orcs have been using his Lizardfolk kin as slaves. He got a couple names out of it. They know that they're half-orcs, being half-orcs belonging to the cult of Talos, and they're stationed within Neverwinter Forest. But they didn't get much more information out of him before Zyzzyx relieved him of his head. You searched the shrine for the promised treasure. You found a meager sack of gold and an iron bell that was too big and heavy to actually transport back to Phandalin.
Yet we persisted.
Yeah, but he decided to head back. It was nighttime when he got back to town, and you discovered the town's recovering from a recent orcish attack, which would have been very disastrous if it weren't for the heroics of the mercenary gang, the Stone Cold Reavers, who were there to defend the town. And as you're approaching the town, you saw the townsfolk piling up bodies to be burned of the orcs that attacked the town, and you were disappointed that you weren't able to be there and actually protect the town, but no one really blames you for it. You're out doing other things to help out. But the leaders of the Reavers were quick to point this out to you. So you all retire for the day. It's kind of heavy hearts. But if you want to do something in your off time during the night, then you can.
I'm going to sharpen my...
I assume you mean darts.
Is that not what I said?
You got cut off.
A bit.
Oh.
Well, sharpen my eyelashes.
Sharpen
You were there defending the town since you weren't at the shrine. You got a few good hits in, but it can always be better. So you spend the night sharpening your darts, making sure they're tip-top shape. Also, when you were at the shrine, remember BigFellow, you found a Warforged head.
Yes, I did.
That was on one of the shrines at the shrine.
Mm-hmm.
Non-operational. It seems like it has no power. And also, you said you could split up some gold for the party.
Yeah, I split up gold for the party. The sack full of wages that we got from the ranch, and the gold that we found at the shrine. I combined them all, and I split them. I had Little Man during the night, go door to door to each one of you and make a little bit of a delivery of 20 gold, 24 silver, and 20 copper apiece. And we have a leftover of 3 gold, 1 silver, and 3 copper that I've kept to put into like a little petty cash fund for all of us to dip into whenever we want to.
For ice cream or something.
Yeah, ice cream, or if we see an old beggar on the streets and we want to make a donation to, say, the Church of Corallin.
I do carry an alms box with me.
Yeah,
put it in his alms box, dude.
Yeah, we'll put we'll give it to Verikan in his alms box.
Yeah, it is a traveling church of what's it, Calvin?
Yeah, sure, Calvin.
Calvin, yeah. Well, I'm not good with remembering. And it's totally just a dwarf with a donation box.
You said it was 20 gold, 24 silver, and 20 copper?
Yeah.
Cool. I wasn't even around for these things, but I will take your charity nonetheless, little dog.
Oh, you're welcome, little man. I mean, big man with Dart Man. I love you.
Thank you. I love you too. And he scampers off, I assume.
Yep.
I'm going to make a note of your deity. Put in your player sheet. So what is his name again?
Corellin.
Elvish god of awesomeness.
Okay. Corellin Lorethian.
Yeah.
Elven
Oh,
god
dude,
of
hey, you.
elves.
Yes, it's. Oh. See, the great god of elves kind of rules over all elfdom. How about you, BigFellow or Chaka? Do you do anything during the night?
Stone Cold Reaver guy who said he had a Kalashtar. He knew one of the Kalashtar founders.
Mm-hmm. He's currently, after a hard battle, he's up in his room in his inn.
Oh. Was it okay? Was he asleep? Oh,
He's pretty old. He probably fell asleep pretty quick.
forget it. I guess I'll just go to sleep too.
I'm just blocking all the horniness.
And then BigFellow just after tinkering a little bit, he goes into rest mode eventually in front of the shop.
Mm-hmm. If you remember, the owner of the shop was one of the civilians that were killed.
Yep. He's wearing black in mourning.
His family is quite distraught, but they feel safe with you protecting the front of the shop. But you're not able to do much with the head. In a couple hours, you look at it. It definitely needs some sort of power source, or some sort of either magical or otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
And probably more importantly, it might just need its body. So
we're all
next
still
morning
on level
comes.
3, right?
Still level 3.
Okay.
For forever level 3. So you get a good night's rest, take a long rest. And you all wake up to the sounds of a bell ringing in the town square. Which you, Dartigon, would know.
Someone's getting married.
Which you know, Dartigon, is a sign of kind of a town meeting that the town master.
I wake up and I say that as like somebody's getting married, and then I finally snap to as I'm getting out of my awakening stupor, and I'm like, wait a second, that's town meeting.
Yep. It means town master Harbin has called a town meeting.
That chicken?
Yep. Chicken's getting married.
I go to everybody's door and just sort of like bang on it. I was like, town meeting, everybody, town meeting.
It usually happens when, important news to announce. It's probably about 8:30 in the morning. Of course, this is a fantasy world. Everyone gets up early at around 6, right?
Yes,
that is very fantasy.
So they're gathered out kind of the town hall here. And for the first time in almost a week, you actually see the town master out of his house. And to one side is Ahalia, the head of the Miners Association. And on the other side is the similarly named Helena, the leader of the Stone Cold Reavers.
As we're gathering, I kind of, as we're walking up, I kind of say, "Well, Harvins, looks like somebody's finally out of the house. What's happened? It's on fire or something? Something to get you out of there."
He's looking around nervously, like at any moment, an orc could run down one of the streets and axe him in the back, or a dragon could fly overhead and turn him into an ice cube. I'm
kind of just secretly enjoying his frightfulness.
Yeah.
A little Schadenfreude from him just hiding inside his home for so long instead of just being a leader.
He's been being a leader. He's been just doing it inside his house mostly. But he does owe you. He does owe you a reward.
He's been teleworking.
What's that?
He's been teleworking.
Yeah, he's been doing Zoom meetings. Yeah, he does owe you a quest for Skull Ranch.
100 gold points. Nice.
Since I wasn't.
You buy that stuff.
Oh no, I was halfway there. I'll take at least.
But he hasn't approached you about it or anything. You just know that you owe it. He owes you. But he waits a little bit, and the townsfolk would make their way, and Harvey kind of clears his throat. Hello, my fellow citizens. I know we had a bit of a unfortunate setback last night, as we all feared would happen any day now. But thanks to the bravery of the Reavers, our town is safe. And he starts clapping really excitedly. But no one else is really clapping. It's a pretty horrific event last night. And he waits a moment, and no one's applauding, so he's like...
Please clap.
Anyway, it is with great pleasure that thanks to the Mining Associating, thanks to Miss Thornton here, who's a member of the Mining Association from Neverwinter, as you might know, great patrons to our fair town. We're very thankful for their gold. They have offered to hire the Reavers as protection for Phandalin, as its official guards. So if those orcs come back, we'll give them the 1-2.
Have the official guards before?
They had no standing army or militia. And from behind, Helena and her lieutenants, you see a few dozen of the Stone Cold mercenaries with swords and shields, looking the best they can given their rugged appearance.
Do the weapons look like they are made by our Lizardfolk friends, or do they look like standard issue?
They don't quite look as good as the one the Lizardfolk have been making.
Okay.
Which probably displeases Helena, because she was the one that was trying to get it from them. And now she has to pay for them if she's going to buy any. And with the protection of the Reavers, our town will be safe forever. Hooray!
Hey.
Helena kind of pushes him aside. This goes, I swear to you, people of Phandalin, your town will now be safe. What's that on? Oh, it's probably for something else. Sorry. I please beg of you to obey the order of the guards. We will be ordering a curfew. No in and out of the town, except on official Phandalin business, for your own protection, of course. But I assure you, you will be safe.
Yeah. BigFellow raises his hand.
She ignores it.
He raises his hand even higher.
Like, literally.
Yeah.
Just telescoping hand like freaking
Inspector
Gadget.
Harbin goes, you better answer, or you can be persistent. And Helena just goes, yes, the metal one.
What of quests? I have grown quite fond of them.
Oh yes, your little quest board. Well, our Phandalin's little group of errand boys and girls, of course, will be free to go about their business. But as we could tell from last night, it means they cannot be here to protect all of you.
That answers my question. Thank you very much.
Do I get a reading on if these folks will be good against an attack by the dragon rather than just orcs?
Give me a perception check.
Perception or insight?
You don't want insight.
Am I better at insight? No, but I'll roll an insight anyway. Why? 12.
Having personal experience, even though I guess you're kind of half conscious when the dragon attacked you, that a group of mercenaries probably don't have much of a chance against a dragon of any type. Just because of the mere fact that it's a dragon.
Yeah.
But they do seem like capable warriors, and despite their rugged or their reputation of being kind of rough sometimes, they do have a reputation of getting the job done.
Well, it's, I guess, better than nothing. I kind of just say to myself, who's ever in earshot can hear it.
Fret not, my young friend, Dotagon. A ballista should be on its way in the coming days. They should be fine.
Yeah,
that
one ballista. I mean, and how many people here know how to fire a ballista? It's not just like a crossbow.
It's like a crossbow, but bigger. And
Yeah,
they can probably learn to make many from the one ballista. Yes?
That's true. We could probably, I mean, although if we could, learn to make one crossbow, we could probably make a bigger crossbow and eventually get into, what, this is just logistics for another time.
Logistics of ballistics.
I will wait this other time, for I love speaking logistics.
Yes.
Yeah, the gnome did promise to bring you their ballista, but that was only a couple days ago. It may take a few more days for it to be ready. But the crowd starts to disperse. Zyzzyx tells you, everyone, he says that I found out, I need to find out more about the Cult of Talos if I want to find my kin that they kidnapped. So I'm going to ask around town. So I'll take my leave for today. He does his best impression of a human bow, but he
getting better.
He's
getting better at those. He's really improving on his bowing.
Yeah, his tail's going wild during the whole thing, so it's kind of unnerving. And Murook tells you all that he's just had crazy couple days. He's going to take a breather, do some shopping. And I know you did this out of game, but I know that BigFellow and Chaka got some new gear.
Yes, we went shopping.
So you head down to the Lion Shield coaster into the to the provisions shop, and what do you buy?
Well, for Chaka, she went and got a light crossbow and some bolts. And for BigFellow, he purchased a warhammer.
An upgrade from your normal hammer.
An upgrade from my normal hammer, and also it's versatile, unlike the Yikula.
I'm going to go ahead and just pick up some mundane item. I want to replace my rope because I only have 15 feet of it. And I don't like having less than 50 feet of rope. That's not good adventuring.
So what kind of man would you be without 50 feet of rope? So you do some shopping, and by the time you head back to the town square, a lot of civilians are just surrounding Harbin, asking questions like will the town be safe, and what if the dragon attacks? Like, what good are mercenaries against the dragon? And you realize that you have a quest to turn in. You can greet him face to face now.
Quick, somebody go get him before he runs back inside.
Little man, fetch Harbin. Little man runs up to Harbin and says, "Hello there, I'm a talking dog. We need to speak with you, please."
Well, what kind of crazy contraption are you? Get out of here!
No, I'm good. I'm little man. My daddy's over there, and his friends are over there too. And we wave at Harbin as we walk up to him.
The adventurers. You were off to Butterskull Ranch, weren't you?
That is correct. We have returned from Butterskull Ranch, and all things seem to be in order. We have rescued the rancher and returned his flock to this area.
Oh, yes, I heard that Big Al was recovering in the inn. And we have a new cow, I've heard.
You have
Patricia?
the best cow.
Yeah, Patricia the cow?
Petunia.
I think it was Patricia. I mean, I'm pretty good with names. This is S. Turbin, not me. Well, so if you want to be paid, he hands you a sack of 100 gold pieces. And I thought this quest board would be a good idea, but all it's done is just run our town coffers dry, if you ask me. But it's what the people wanted. He seems to be a little bit more arrogant now that the town is surrounded by guards people.
Seems to me what runs this town's coffers dry are these mercenary folk.
It's being paid for by the Miners Association in Neverwinter.
Oh, never mind then. I retract my previous statement.
Eventually, though, someone has to take care of that dragon, or else the Sword Coast will never be safe and we'll never see a profit again.
So with the sack of gold, I divided up amongst the players. I guess I make 6 little sacks of 16 gold, and then I have little man pass it along, and then I guess what's left over I put into Verikan's alms box, which would be about 6 gold. If that's okay with everyone.
You're giving him a lot more credit than I ever expected.
What does the sun god do with all the money? Print more flyers?
Yes, actually.
Sun-dried flyers.
You see in the shrine nearby some of the clerics that are taking down the flyers again, saying, "Oh, they just reappear every night," as if it's some sort of omen. Yeah, I make note of 16 gold, and the people aren't here today. Well, make sure they have their thing.
And the total amount that's inside the total amount that's inside the alms box right now is 9 gold, 1 silver, and 3 copper.
Okay. I think you're the town's official, or the group's official accountant.
Yes.
But you see Helena and the other lieutenants and the Stone Cold Reavers make their way out of town, as if they seem to do every day. But now the town is surrounded at its entrances and exits by a number of guards. There's some patrolling the streets. And for the time being, it seems pretty orderly.
Somebody's got to do something about that dragon.
A little man looks like spins around in a giant circle. And he's like, "There was that man who dealt with children at the bar who wanted us to escort him to his children friends. We should probably do that."
Oh, right. I guess we never did that.
I like kids. I'm a dog. The young pup speaks true.
Yes, you had Butterskull Ranch. So there was some equipment and supplies and provisions that the town master wants delivered to a loggers camp near Neverwinter, or that's supplying wood and lumber to Neverwinter to rebuild some parts of the city. And there was an overseer at the mines that needed an escort to Mountain's Toe.
All right, we promised the man the escort, so I say we go ahead and do the escort.
Yes, escort.
I don't think I was here for that, but I'd be glad to help.
So the Mountain's Toe gold mine lies 15 miles northeast of Phandalin. The new overseer, Don John Raskin, just made a trip from Neverwinter to Phandalin, needs to be escorted to the mine. There's no telling what dangers lies beneath here and there. Once we deliver Raskin safe and sound, return to Town Master, and he will collect the reward of 100 gold pieces. So last you saw him, he was staying at the inn.
Let's head back to the inn and see if we can find him. Oh, here we are.
Well, look, there he is.
And there's an outdated little man.
There's the old little man. Yeah, so he's eating breakfast at the table. He turns to you and goes, "What was all that ruckus about outside?"
Well, it turns out that we've got a town guard now protecting us from orc invasions and hopefully a dragon attack if one should happen, but who knows if they're good enough. However, we're here because I believe we talked to you about an escort job.
Oh yeah, my higher-ups insist that I have an escort to the mine because of that blasted bloody dragon. I can make it myself.
You never know.
Everyone knows
dragon times. We
Everyone knows I could.
We find ourselves free of work today. We could certainly give you that escort that you need.
I know you're not doing it out of the kindness of your hearts. I know there's a. I
never
know there
said-
was a quest for it.
I never said otherwise.
Well, if you want to make good time, should leave right away, if you ask me.
Well.
He takes one last bite of his bacon and eggs. Tosses a gold piece on the table. He goes, "Keep the change." Puts on his hat. He goes, "Let's go."
All right. Everybody ready?
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's half of them. All right, let's go.
It's like better than nothing. Pull up. So. Just as a reminder, too, because of the vision that Murook saw at the shrine, you know the general location of where the dragon's lair is in Icespire Hold. General location is within the screen circle here.
We don't know exactly where it is, just somewhere in that area. I guess he knows
Yeah,
where it is.
well, he couldn't tell exactly where it is. Since Mark, you weren't here, he got a vision from the shrine of Sarvis that where his kind of spirit left his body and he was hurled toward Icespire Peak. He caught a glimpse of Cryovane sleeping atop the tower.
That's where we're going? Oh, we're going
We're
nearby.
heading in that direction.
Yeah.
But gold, you found Stowe Gold Mine. About a 15-mile walk from Phandalin.
Right. I guess we head out. Take the quick way. Just go directly straight line to it.
In honor of Murook, who's not joining us for this adventure, I use my my Artificer abilities to have bagpipe music play from Little Man's Owlbear toy. So we have beautiful bagpipe music just following us everywhere we go.
Yeah, I've got one too, if you remember.
It's very majestic.
Yeah, I think our name of the group is probably the bagpipe marauders.
Worshippers of Corellon.
Yeah.
It's like Christian pop.
Do you have a moment to talk about the sun?
Just on your way there, are you like bombarding Don John with like bagpipes and?
I just have my fingers in my ears and I was standing next to him like, it's really good after about 20 minutes you get used to it.
How far away is this mine again?
15 miles.
Ugh. Aren't you glad we came with you? So he puts up with your bagpipe playing for the journey. But you're about 5 miles from the mine. A low ridge rises to your right, beyond which you see the Sword Mountain scrape the gray sky. But closer in, something is strewn across the rocky ground 90 feet ahead. Well, ain't that something, says Don John, pointing to what appears to be 6 dead orcs, covered in ice.
Oh.
I wonder how that happened.
Scan the sky. See if there's any dragons nearby.
You give me a perception check, look around.
It's very cloudy out.
There's definitely not a dragon 5 feet in front of you.
No, definitely not.
It's behind us.
So this is what happens when you run into a white dragon, huh?
I think it's more when the white dragon crosses paths with you.
Ain't that something?
Yeah.
I bet you'll see a lot of subjects in this quest.
You know, the barkeep at the inn said that you had a run-in with him. Is that true?
I fainted, so I don't remember it.
Well, that does not surprise me.
We were almost about to die until and we were about to be dinner for the dragon when the great and mighty Murook threw a spear inside the mouth of the dragon and saved the day.
You mean that elephant boy?
That's right, he is the greatest of us all.
There's some.
Mushroom wine.
Yeah.
Kind of wish he was with us now.
Yeah, that would be good.
He's probably had a little too much wine.
Well, it was a rough night last night. I don't blame him. So. So funny. Let me in on the joke.
That's what Bud posted.
He's the greatest of us all. Well, that certainly says a lot about your group.
Yeah. He's a great elephant man. Hey, you tell him the tale of how you faced Cryovane and live to tell the tale as you make your way towards the
It's really easy. You face him, and then you about face him, and then run in the other direction.
Bravely brave, Sir Big Man.
He who fights and runs away lives to fight another day.
A strategic advance in the opposite direction.
tokens up. I wasn't ready for this. Yeah, so you get closer to the mine. Don John has his map out. He says the entrance should be right around here, but there is a back way in. I don't know why we want to go over there.
This isn't one of those, that fabled lost mine of Phandelver, is it?
That's the Wave Echo mine. A few adventurers of...
Prison is okay. That is bad. But there are many prisons.
Alexa, you're not supposed to be here.
Oh, that happened. Okay.
But did Alexa just order like a ton of mayo for you?
Yeah, I just ordered the Lost Mines of Pandover. Like 18 of them. Okay. Yeah, since I mean, Wave Echo Mine. Yeah, that was kind of an ordeal around here about a year ago.
Speakers.
But some other adventurers took care of that.
Yeah, I heard it was.
Tuned in for season 2 of the LegendaryFrog cast. Played D&D together for the Lost Mines of Phandalin.
Pandelver. Phandalin's the town. Pandelver is the mine.
Exactly. That's kind of an official announcement, but we'll see. We have some of my other friends that are going to play D&D that often that I'm talking to. So,
anybody listening, never played that one, wants to get started. Great starting adventure. It's the original starter kit for 5e.
Yeah. But we're playing the Dragon of Icespire Peak, the other adventure. And as you start to approach the west entrance to the mine, you're all on this page, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You see 2 figures guarding the gates. They're definitely humanoid in shape.
Friends of yours, Don?
It's like, well, there was some dwarves who were miners here, but those don't look like dwarves to me.
They really don't. They look hostile.
They wherever they are, they seem to be standing guard at the entrance of the mine.
Do we know what kind of race they are or creature they are?
Do you give me a perception check?
I'll join in on that.
As will Chaka.
15 for Dartigan. I think you're so good, Chaka, with your eyes.
Yes.
As usual, it skids right off of a 15 onto a 5.
Dart, you can tell that they look like large humanoid rats. But Chaka Khan knows exactly what they are, and she tells you that they look like she recognizes them as were-rats.
Well,
Yep, those are definitely were-rats.
that's concerning. Do you think they're? Do you think that they'll attack us? Don, what did you need to do here?
Well, I'm the overseer of this mine. I'm in charge of it.
Okay, are they your were-rats?
Do you think I would employ vermin like that?
Well, okay, no. Look, some people just have lycanthropy, okay? It's no reason to get, all... I don't even know if it's speciesist or lycanthropist. I don't know.
All I know is that me and Little Man are safe from the lycanthropy. You guys are totally boned.
Hey,
No,
big
look
fella.
at 'em, though.
Why don't you go see if they'll attack us if you come out, since you are, immune to the lycanthropy.
There's no reasoning with those. There's no reasoning with rats like that. We need to. They've taken over my mind. We need to eradicate them.
We shall find out.
Eradicate.
Your humor is valid. I like it.
Do they return to their human form, like when the sun comes up or something?
They can control it.
Yeah, so these are like you see the beastly forms of these were-rats.
So if no one objects, BigFellow approaches with Little Man at his side. Good evening. Good evening. I am BigFellow, and this is a talking dog. What a lovely day we are having.
I'm gonna
So
watch
as you approach,
from the bushes.
These were-rats lift up some spears. And they go, Who approaches?
It is I, a big fellow, and a talking dog. Little Man walks in front of Big Fellow and says, Hello, I'm the talking dog.
Talking dog? That's no werewolf, it's made of metal.
Oh, it's pretty cool. I'm a dog, by the way.
What business do you have in our home?
Well, my good friend over there said that he works with children, and so we're here to help him get to the kids.
Children?
What he means is that the gentleman that we were with works with minors. He is only a young pup. He doesn't know all the words yet.
Whoa. Sorry, player thing. There's a game log on D&D Beyond recording all of our rolls.
Really?
Oh my god.
Yeah, they added that today.
Yo, that's so cool.
Yeah, I think you can
On the
see each other's dice rolls.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah, if you look
kinda
at
might not-
campaign at the top bar and where short rest long rest is, there's a little red tick box. You click that, it opens up the game log.
Pretty cool.
You kind of don't even need the plugin anymore. So that makes it useful as far on the page. The way you said that, I was like, "Whoa, what's going on? What's going on?"
I thought I had said something bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me
didn't
too.
need
I
that.
was like,
That was cool. That was like awesome. Anyway, sorry, I was surprised.
Also, that reminds me, Mark, you got some mithril mail. I don't know if you have that.
Yeah, I've got that on my thing and equipped. So I technically still have the chainmail, but I don't carry it with me because it's 55 pounds.
So the were-rat squints and looks around. It's like, who are you talking about? Who's with you?
A man of great importance, a man who, if you do work for the mines, you should kowtow to, for he is your superior.
You
I'm
don't work for
gonna push
anybody.
John. I'm gonna push John out of the bushes, just in the view.
We don't work for anyone except for the Rat Queen.
This rat queen, does she work for anyone?
She only works for herself, she does.
Well, what you are telling me is that you are all in trespass, for this mine does not belong to any rat queen.
Well, we beg to differ.
Well, I shall report back to our companion with this news. Please do not follow me.
Please do not attack me as I leave.
Please do not take attack of opportunity.
It seems like your mine is overrun by a force known as the Rat Queen.
Don John just immediately starts going into battle plan mode. And he just goes, okay, it looks like the front of the mine is probably heavily defended. We can probably head back to the back entrance. Not many people know about that. Maybe a bit of a climb involved, but I know there's a back entrance to the cave. And then we can flush out those dirty, dirty rats.
Do you think
Stop complaining, guys. Okay, let's go.
Okay,
Come
we'll go.
on, everyone. Let's
think-
go.
We should demand that these guards escort us to the Rat Queen directly.
I like her thinking.
Well, it's like I might be outvoted. I might be outvoted here. What about you two? He points to Dart and Verikan.
I prefer sneakily, but I mean, I could attack from these bushes.
Her plan sounds faster.
We could get a royal escort to the Rat Queen. Find out what is up on the up and up.
And Don John just looks disappointed and goes, fine.
If things
But I
go
ain't being
sour,
turned into...
if things go sour, we
What?
do have plenty of silver coins that we could place into our fingers and then punch them.
I don't think that's how that works, but...
Not all lycanthropes are weak against garlic and crosses and silver.
I will take note.
Actually, these might be. I actually don't know.
Tardigan, no?
If I don't know, Dartigan probably doesn't.
It's
Me as a
shocking.
I mean, if you want to roll for knowledge on were-rats, do a history check.
I'll go ahead and make that roll. Actually roll at disadvantage because I don't even think I'll know too much about it. Uh, 15 both times. So 16 total.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty common knowledge that lycanthropes have an allergy to silver, but you do recall that's not always the case. And that were-rats, in particular, are kind of little iffy on the subject.
Well, we have a pocket full of silver coins.
Well, why not? I mean, they're what, half human, half rat? What are they gonna do? Squeak at us?
I'm mostly afraid of the bites.
Why? You said you're immune.
Yes, but you are not, and I've grown quite fond of you.
That's true. I appreciate your friendship carryingness.
We should all take our silver coins and have them at a moment's notice.
Well, let's get this over with. Don John goes.
All right, lead the
He
way.
goes. Steps out of the bushes. Start marches up. Where rats go. Oh, he's back. He brought some friends this time. Who are you? Don John goes. Well, you, my two sirs. He goes, you mean madams? Madams are trespassing on the property of the miners guild. So I must ask you to vacate or be eradicated.
Or you could escort them.
Or just have them escort us to the Rat Queen so we can take it up with her. They're just guards, dude.
Yeah, the were-rats to start laughing at the thought of them taking over the mine.
Well, look, just.
Chaka, do you want to speak up? Do you want to speak up about being about escorting them?
Enthralling performance. Choose 3. Okay, can I use enthralling performance to charm them?
Is that where you have to dance for 10 minutes?
No, well, if they can see and hear you, do a 1 minute performance that gets them, and it's pretty much those who see you get charmed by you.
I'm gonna do the ancient rat dance.
Please pay attention to her. She is an ancient one, and this is her traditional way of negotiating. It won't take long, but a minute.
Exactly 1 minute. Okay, give me a performance check.
Oh, because you do. And they have to make a wisdom saving throw of DC 13.
Each target DC 13. Okay.
So Chaka Khan just starts doing the ancient rat dance. And these were-rats are like, what's she doing? She's doing a little dance. Saying, well, it's a quite nice dance. It's like, yeah, but why is she doing a dance right in the middle of the field here? It's like, I don't know, but it's a pretty good dance, you have to admit.
I would like to do this dance for your Rat Queen. Take me to her.
Can you link the performance?
Yeah, if just click on it, and then on the little window that comes up in the top right should be show in VTT, and you should be able to. It'll post it in the chat.
I think it's something Joe has to do.
Where is I'm looking in your spell slots. I'm not seeing.
It's a bard feature. It's a feature.
It's at her feet, so that's not a spell.
They are charmed
Okay.
if they feel.
Look in the top right. Does it after you click on it, little top right window that pops up? Is there something that says show in VTT? On D&D Beyond?
I just want to know what to roll for. That's all. That's all.
Wisdom save against spell DC, which I believe they said was a 13. So they each need to make a Wisdom 13 DC save.
If they don't, they're charmed.
Yeah, so in like bewilderment, they're kind of watching you dance, but after a minute, they're just kind of enthralled by it. It's like, well, what do you know? She did know the ancient were-rat dance.
She is a woman of many talents.
That's right. So take us all to your leader, the Rat Queen, please.
Oh, be our honor, miss.
Right. You're welcome.
They kind of extend their hands, go this way. And
You just skipped us right to the last boss.
yep.
That's what happens when you get, level up and you get to one of the original things. You can skip stuff.
So this is a entrance to the cave. They're regarding I don't really want to move the icons around, but so then they open up this door.
Yeah, just show the path that we take, and we'll move around.
Open up that door right there. Just seems to be a normal old cave tunnel. And you go. Saying the queen's right through that door, right there. Point right there. Make sure you give him a lovely dance.
Alright. We ask Verikan to get his bagpipes up so he can give me a beat.
Now, I'm just wondering about that. So, how many times can you do that dance? Or is that just something a bard can do?
The enthralling performance is it resets after a short rest. So if she wants to do the dance again for the queen, she has to have a short rest.
Or she just does a normal dance.
Yeah.
It just won't have the enthralling property.
I'll dance, it'll be fine, you guys. Go south, you guys. Get your silver out.
Yeah.
So, it seems to be kind of one of the main rooms of the mine. Scattered around this cave are pickaxes, shovels, and other mining tools.
Carmen Sandiego.
But the first thing you notice right away is that on a kind of a throne that they made out of old barrels and pieces of wood sits kind of a raggedy young woman, the brim hat, and surrounded at her feet are just about 6 or 8 like giant rats swarming around her, and she has one in her lap that she's just petting.
Totally normal.
Your Highness, it is an honor to meet you, and I curtsy. And I take off my beret.
Yeah, so like the two were-rat guards announce your presence.
Nice.
And the woman goes, "You come into my lair by your own accord, do you?"
What? I'll let Chaka talk.
Yes.
I speak up after she says yes. It's like, well, your guards just announced us, so it wasn't really our own accord, but yeah. And then
You came here freely.
You may address all questions to our troop leader, Chaka. I sheepishly just back up.
I would like to do a dance for you, Miss Rat Queen.
She goes, all right, go on.
Gotta roll a performance again. Right?
Roll performance.
Yes! Boom.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
You do this wonderful dance, but this woman just has a smirk on her face. And after it's done, she claps and goes, well, that was lovely. Will you be gone now?
No, I'd like to introduce you to my friend, John. John, what's his name?
Don John.
Don John. Take it away, Don John.
Says, yeah, just let me get it. So he goes,
He's gonna
okay.
He's gonna dance too.
Yeah. Now, you should consider yourself lucky that these fine gentlemen and gentle ladies, and a robot apparently,
A dog, a talking
persuaded
dog.
me, and this talking dog persuaded me not to raise hellfire upon you and your filthy kin for overrunning my mine on my company dime. Now, I'm going to give you one chance to vamoose.
I'm
Or-
guessing he doesn't have a bonus to diplomacy.
And I don't care if you are some rat queen. I'm Don John Raskin. And I don't take orders from no rat queen.
Hey, Big Don!
Amen.
You tell him, Big Don!
So he rolled a 4. and this woman,
Can I ask, was that
It's-
intimidation or persuasion?
intimidation.
I guess it's too late for a bardic inspiration.
And Xylene, who is this rat queen, gets up from her chair, takes off her hat, and immediately pounces towards this man's neck and bites him.
Oh, God.
Is Don John gonna
And he,
turn into a werewolf?
He just grabs onto his neck and kind of falls to the ground.
Oh shit!
Mm.
Help him!
I will. Hold on. All right. Big Fellow's.
She just... Well, hold on. And she just pushes him aside. He is unconscious.
Sorry, Big Fellow rushes to his body and casts Spare the Dying on him to keep him from keep him in a stable state.
Yeah, he's not. You can tell he's nowhere near dead, so that's not necessary.
Oh good.
Thank God it's a cantrip.
And the Rat Queen just laughs and goes, "Anyone else?"
Look, our job was just to bring him here, right? To my compatriots.
That is correct. We have succeeded all parameters of the mission. Let us collect our
We can't
reward.
just leave him here with all the rats.
We'll take him back with us. May we, Your Highness, we apologize. This is obviously your mine.
Oh, I like it when you call me Your Highness. She wipes the blood from her mouth and her teeth. You can
Your
see her,
Majesty.
Shoot.
even her in her human form, she has like just these long pointed teeth and a slight overbite. He goes, "With any luck, I just made a new member of my family." He starts laughing.
Oh,
Does this mean we
Yay.
cannot bring him back?
I don't think so. Hey, how does one go about curing rat lycanthropy? would you happen to know that, your Highness?
If you give me a minute, I can actually look that up.
I'm
cure.
mainly asking, is it going to be, because I assume we could do like a greater restoration type thing, but I assume it does. I'm sort of trying to tell if killing the queen will cure the curse. If it's one of those situations. Yeah. It's one of those situations.
Well, I know that's not an official rule.
I think it's either greater restoration or remove curse.
Probably.
Yeah, you have to do it like really quickly after, if the curse took. You have to do it like within the first full moon or something like that before it becomes permanent. So we'll say that's the rule, but you don't know if it took or not.
Well, Your Majesty, if we could just collect our escort.
Would you call me my Majesty?
Yes, Your Majesty. If we could just collect our escort, we'll be on our way. We've fulfilled the parameters of our job. We don't want to bother you or your rat kind any more than necessary.
She goes, just like that, huh?
We danced for you. Were you not entertained?
We?
You guys from Fandolin?
Chaka!
She goes, you guys from Fandolin?
We are...
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know. Fandolin just raised so many sissies there. You can put up a fight. Well, you have a good day now. We'll enjoy my new kingdom.
How did this become your kingdom, if you don't mind me asking, Your Majesty?
Oh, you guys are all right. Well, I'll tell you. There we were. Her old hideout. Some rundown shrine. Wasn't she like Cockney first, and now she's Southern?
Yeah.
Don John was Southern, but yeah.
So they were from the shrine that we were just for that.
Yeah. Saying like, there we were at the old shrine. Made our hideout.
Oh, she's Australian.
I'm getting sensitive about my voices.
It's
trying to do Cockney, whatever. She said, well, there we were at our old hideout, our old shrine. So all of a sudden, an army of orcs came, took over the place. We figured we need a new place to protect my family, and what better place than a dwarven mine?
So you're telling us that you are not stronger than the force that was at the shrine, correct?
Well, you try taking on an army of orcs.
The thing is, we did, ma'am. And if you do not wish to suffer their fate, I suggest you let us take over this mine as well.
She just goes, I beg your pardon? You were at the shrine?
We were at the shrine, and we left it all covered with a new paint coat of blood.
Yeah. Intimidation check.
No.
So you must be telling the truth about seeing the shrine, but I don't see how you lot could have taken out its occupants.
We had a giant frog.
But if you give me proof that you've done so, well, maybe I'll consider move my family back.
BigFellow reaches into his pouch and produces the severed head of his captain. Is this not proof enough?
Oh god, I can't believe you kept that.
she recognizes is as one of the what she thought was just a statue on the shrine, saying, "Why, you little thief!"
She stole a head.
Yeah. We have decimated the forces at the shrine, and we shall do the same to you if you do not flee. And also tell us how to cure this man.
I just want to interject that I'm sure we will do worse than decimating, because I, for one, would not leave only 10% of you dead.
Dictionary joke there.
You don't get for that.
She looks around and asks one of the rats, "Do you get that joke? I don't get that joke."
Decimate. Deci means 10. That's what decimate is. Never mind.
It must be
So
a
you
dark
kind of caught her. You kind of caught her at kind of a disadvantage here. Like she doesn't quite have the upper hand. He goes, "Well, maybe I don't want to leave. How about that?" You've heard the rumors of the white dragon, orc attacks. What better, safer place to be than the middle of a mountain?
It's a bit small.
But she looks around, and gestures to the giant rats, and goes, "Well, we come in all shapes and sizes now, don't we?"
Yeah, but I've seen underground going into Rin. I've seen underground empires, and none of them are this small.
I would also like to add...
Perhaps I should make my family bigger. You think it's not large enough? She bares her teeth.
Well, families eventually do get larger, yes.
And you would require more space if that was the case.
But the fastest way to make your family larger is through the word of Corellin.
Have you heard of Corellin?
That's my line.
She goes, "This mine is bigger than this one room here. You can hide out here and you'll never find us. I suggest you leave."
I am okay with that. If we could just take Mr. Don John with us, we will be on our way.
That is all we would need.
She kneels down, kind of feels his pulse, takes a bit of the blood on her finger and licks it.
Okay, that's probably not very sanitary.
And she spits it out. And she goes, still human. Take him. Don't test my patience anymore.
We'll do. Okay, alright, I'll just grab him.
BigFellow could carry him.
No, it's like little. I was going to say like little man, body transport mode, and then he flattens his back a little bit to make a little cot, and we place Don Johnson on top.
Rush from Mega Man.
Yeah, like Rush.
Okay, so you make your way outside the mine.
Queen did raise a good point. Like, they're safer from the dragon there, so why don't we just let the rats be? Plus, JonTron was being a total...
JonTron?
Yeah, JonTron was being a total jerk.
Don John needs to, like, learn some manners.
He gets no mind for that kind of
Yeah, I'm not going to empathize with him for losing his mind right now.
So, if I bring everybody... I motion everybody to go behind... out of earshot of the guards. When they make their way over.
Yeah, the guards are escorting you out.
Yeah. So when we get out and get out of earshot, I kind of say to everybody, Look, those rat folks just attacked Don John and tried to turn him into one of theirs. Now, normally I'm not going to get into land disputes between two factions I have no interest in or monetary interest in joining, but why don't we... I feel like we should do something about this.
Now, I will say that this was not an inoperable mine. It was being used. Don John was the new overseer.
Yes, but...
No, I'm just saying that there were miners here
Where'd
that
they
these
go?
rats had to take care of.
I go back down to the charmed rat folk guards. It's like,
Oh, I'll see you again.
Hey, there were other miners here, humans, maybe dwarves.
Oh yeah, you mean the dwarves? Yeah, the dwarves. Yeah.
What happened to them?
No, we locked them up. They'll die eventually.
Oh, can we have them back?
Well, the queen said to leave them be. So.
Well. Where are they? Where did you lock them up?
Oh, they're near the back.
Oh, okay. Is there like a key or something that you locked them up with? Because I know that sometimes keys get lost.
Well, there's no need for keys. I mean, if they try to escape, then we'll just kill them.
That's fair. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. I love you.
Wait, can we visit them?
Hey, do you want to? I'm just asking for the queen. Do you want to become one of us? Maybe,
Oh, maybe later. Have you ever heard of Corellian? Corellian?
Can't say I have.
Okay. You ever see the sun?
Well, we're outside, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know who's
like
responsible for that? That's right, Corellian.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I'd like to share the ward of Corellian with your prisoners, please.
Well, they're dwarves. They don't really care about the sun either. But if you want, I could bite you.
Verikan, you need to talk to these guards.
I take out my pole of collapsing and I extend it, pointing it towards them. I was like, 10 feet. Stay 10 feet away from me.
Okay, fair enough.
10 feet. I collapse it again.
Just saying a bite's always an option.
If I bite you, will you turn human totally?
She thinks a minute.
If little man bites you, will you turn into a robot?
I don't bite.
What are these questions, Dardagon?
I just want to know. I mean, okay, bye-bye, I love you.
Wouldn't that be something? A robot were-rat. We're no longer British again. Bye.
Okay, look, we gotta go. We gotta free them. Let's circle in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Leave Don John here in the bushes. It's not gonna turn into a rat. And let's mount a rescue operation. Try to do this as quietly as possible. What say you?
We can't, wake up Don John. I mean, he's more familiar with the caves than us.
Yeah, but he got taken down in one bite.
No, he's not familiar with the caves. He
just
doesn't need a map towards it.
Yeah.
Hey, so long as you don't bite me, I don't want to become human.
It's
aware human, which I think technically means human.
It does. Oh, I was just making that up, but no, never mind. So rescue operation.
Yeah, so you can move, up here across the mine.
I see down in the bottom right is the back entrance.
Well, there is one entrance if you, but get to around.
Oh, there's an upper one. I see.
So you make your way around the top of the mountain, like the little thing there. You come across a graveyard with pickaxes coming out of the graves.
Are they good condition pickaxes?
They're pretty new. Well, they look like pretty fresh graves.
Do we know how many miners were here?
Over a dozen. You
Over.
see 10 graves here.
Dang.
Well,
And then there's 2 that are alive?
at least.
The whale rats aren't good enough to bury them.
What if they made the surviving ones to bury the one that died?
Ugh.
So you do see an opening right here. You think with a decent enough climb, you might be able to make your way up.
We should try to rescue the 2 prisoners.
I concur.
Say you, Verikan.
We shall bring them back into the light.
You lean.
Hey, little man, do you have one of those
Don
spring
John.
racks that we can jump up?
With time, I'm sure. With time, I'm sure I can modify him to be that way.
Well, we don't really have time, so how high up does it look?
This would be great for Quizlix.
About 20 feet up.
Oh, I can't. I was gonna use my pole collapsing to pole vault up. But
You think you could potentially easily climb up with a decent athletics check.
I'll go ahead and give that a shot.
BigFellow can use his Inspector Gadget arms and pick everyone up there one by one.
He hasn't got leveled up and gotten the Go-Go Gadget Copter yet.
Yeah, the extendo arms are only good for asking questions in a crowd.
14.
Yep, you're able to go up.
And make it?
Yep.
And what do I see?
Is this a good time to use that rope that you got?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and lower my my rope. Help people climb up.
Yep, so you see a tunnel. It's lit by gas lanterns.
Dark. There we go.
And you see kind of a large shape kind of blocking halfway through the tunnel. You back up like one spot. And as you get closer, it's this large grub-like creature
Ooh,
kind of taking up the entire spot.
Oh, dang.
that is
Well,
cool.
that looks familiar.
It's just like Dardagon's ex-girlfriend.
What do you mean X?
It's this big grub, huge eyes, and this little tendrils just withering from its face, and it seems to be kind of eating something on the ground. It doesn't quite seem to notice you quite
Does
yet.
anybody have the poke flute? We're blocked.
No, we don't have it. It also only works on Snorlaxes.
Damn. I'm gonna take out I'm gonna light a torch and just try to wave it. Go away! Be afraid of fire!
So here's that yell, and it turns toward you.
Well,
And its maw just kind of opens, and you hear this screeching sound.
Is that a mating call?
And yeah, let's roll initiative.
never click your icon first. $22.7.
Sorry, let me clear it out everything first.
My
Yeah.
dice did not roll at all. It just slid across the screen as if on ice.
Who counts? I'm gonna put back in my 22.17.
My big fellow thing didn't pop up on the initiative turn order thing.
Me either, actually.
There we go.
Well, what do you get?
I plugged my number in.
Verikan got a 2.
Verikan. So, Dargon, you have this torch.
You close the turn order.
You're trying to want to scare this thing away?
Does it look like it's frightened? After me holding it, does it look like it was frightened by the fire?
Probably not used to fire.
I'm going to go ahead and... I'm going to go ahead and attack with it.
With the torch?
Yeah, it does 1 fire damage if hits.
Okay.
It's a melee attack, so... Oop. Nope!
Was that 5?
That was a 5.
Yeah, you wave your torch around, and it just follows it with its big bug eyes. But it doesn't seem intimidating. In fact, it's just going to make a lunge toward you.
Lunge
I'll
towards
try to give you with a bite, with a 20. Excuse me, with a 20.
20 will hit.
Takes 6 piercing damage.
Ow! I gravely I underestimated this thing, everybody.
How much damage?
I took
6 damage. And then it's gonna take its tentacles out and whip you with it with a 22.
22 also hits. Jeez.
Should have bought her dinner first.
Mm-hmm.
You take 6 poison damage.
Okay.
It is the dinner.
And
It's grub.
make a DC Constitution saving throw.
12.
You are poisoned for 1 minute. When you are paralyzed,
Yep.
you can't move.
Oil can.
Now, this is a very narrow tunnel, but I will say you can go 2 by 2 just so you have a chance to do something if you want. In this hallway.
Can I'm over little man, and then I'm gonna get on big fellow's shoulders and use my crossbow.
You can go. Well, I'm gonna say since it's so narrow, you can reach around the corner if you go there. And yep, your crossbow. An 8. That misses. Hits the cave wall.
That's all you do. So I guess my turn.
Might be useful. Well, we were talking this before the game. Bardic Inspiration is a bonus action.
Oh, okay. I'll use Bardic Inspiration.
On?
Well, isn't Dardagon unconscious now?
I'm paralyzed.
He's paralyzed.
Well, wouldn't it be pointless to give it to him?
Yeah, but other people are.
No, because he can save against it, and that Bardic Inspiration will definitely help him.
Alright, yeah, I'll use it to help him.
Thank you.
Inspiration.
Hooray!
Big fellow.
All right. From where I am, how much health did you lose?
12.
12. And how much is your maximum?
Twice as much as I have right now.
All right. I will do cure wounds on you.
Well, thank you. Oh, feeling much better. Can't move still.
Mm-hmm. And and then I scooch out of the way a little bit, so that way little man can rush up to the creature and attack it with its little rend.
Sure. "21 hits. 8 damage.
Leave Uncle Dirty alone! Leave him alone!
Verikan.
Can I actually get past everyone?
You can. The only open space is here and behind him.
I'm not sure if I'd even be able to get around it, but yeah.
He said he's allowing 2x2 just to make this easier to manage.
Yeah. Okay, I will move there and I'm gonna go Sacred Flame on this thing. Oh wait a minute, no, Sacred Flame. Guiding Bolt. Sorry.
Guiding Bolt. A 12 just misses.
Darn it. Is Dardagon still pretty hurt?
Somewhat hurt.
Still paralyzed.
Okay, good enough then. I'm done.
Dardagon. Yeah. Constitution saving check.
I will probably add first. Nope, don't need it. I'll take the 20.
Yep. So you become unparalyzed.
Oh god. Just like my ex.
That counts as your action, right?
Do I save at the end of my turn? It'll say
It's
what
at the
I
beginning of your turn.
at the beginning.
Oh,
of
it
the end?
says end of your turn.
Yeah, so that's so I just don't have a turn.
Okay, so you're not paralyzed anymore. Congratulations.
Hooray!
This thing takes this little tiny legs on its body, starts to crawl up the wall above you on the ceiling, and it kind of skitters all the way to the back. So it's right there.
Does it get an opportunity from us?
No, it's on the ceiling. Unless you have a ranged melee weapon.
I mean, if you're making it high enough that he can get away, little man would probably be the only one that can get one because it's technically crawling away from him.
That's true. Little man do an opportunity.
Oh, nice.
24. 5 damage.
Still nice.
Pretty nice.
That's force damage, so very little things are going to be able to be immune or resistant to that.
And it takes a bite to you, Chaka. With 24.
It certainly hits.
You take 12 piercing damage.
Dang.
And then it's going to reach behind you to BigFellow and try to hit you with his tentacles. $16.
It does hit, but as a reaction, I cast Shield upon myself, granting me 5 bonus to my AC.
Okay. So it hits it, but then it kind of... Its force kind of like pushes it back.
Yeah, it doesn't... So it doesn't hit me at all. Ba-ching!
Alright, Chaka Kahn.
Wait, so I'm not paralyzed. It just took half my hit points.
Yeah, that was just a bite. A very lucky bite.
If you want to attack it, you use Dissonant Whisper to do hit points on it.
I cast Dissonant Whisper. So
Yeah, if you want to attack it.
should I have known that?
Ooh.
Does that have to do a wisdom save?
Yeah. This is the one that, if it succeeds, that starts running away from everybody.
Oh, yeah, so I got a critical fail.
Yeah.
10 psychic damage, and then it has to use its reaction, if it still has one, to immediately run its speed away.
So he's going to fall off that cliff.
Yeah, so this thing, despite not wanting to get into the sunlight, is just tumbles down
It's terrified of you.
and down and down and down, tumbles, and it is prone. It takes about 10 falling damage.
So total, you hit for 20, Sarah.
Nice.
Yes.
And it no longer has a reaction, so... Yeah.
BigFellow.
From here, I would like to hit it with my crossbow. Like, do I get advantage
With
to the high
advantage.
ground?
And yeah, and he's prone.
Technically, prone makes disadvantage, but it's like we're like above him, so it's however you want to roll it. You know, it's going to hit no matter what with a 19.
If he's prone, then people should get advantage, right?
The idea is that with ranged, unless you were within 5 feet, they are essentially
Okay.
harder to hit. I mean, it's a little
With
weird
ranged,
because
yeah, but
we're straight above him, so it's kind of like realistically it's
Yeah,
not.
You have the high ground.
Yeah.
It takes 3 damage. Right into its soft underbelly.
And I guess if possible, does could little man like leap from the edge and like on top of him to do falling damage on top of his friend?
20 feet. Give me that acrobatics.
Wait, doesn't it have liquid that it like pees out?
He can do that, yeah, but I don't
What
know.
does he have? Does he have acid? Just
Yeah, but
piss acid on him.
that takes an action to like choose what it is.
Fine.
I'm just imagining you yeeting him off of the cliff at him.
Yeah, give me acrobatics. See if he lands on the crawler. You want to do that? 19. Yeah, it lands right on its belly. I'll give you a free attack. Just roll an attack and then damage.
Oh, nice.
And it takes 8 damage. It's looking really bad.
Is that on top of the falling damage? The impact damage?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll give you a couple points for Little Man landing on him.
So I get a couple inspiration points. Got it.
You know what? Yeah, throw yeeting a dog, metal dog, onto a giant worm. Get inspiration.
Okay, I'm gonna come
Gargoyle,
here
I'm going to finish this off.
right to the edge.
That dance. Where's my inspiration?
Right to the
That
edge.
was a
I'm gonna
game of...
dart him.
The dance was just game mechanics.
And I'm going to add my oh, are we getting advantage for this, by the way?
Yeah, but that's a hit, though.
Well, advantage is... I didn't mean to roll damage, I'm sorry. Advantage is 2 hit. Oh. I will add my... Well, I didn't know it was going to hit, so I'm just going to add my D6 Bardic Inspiration to that, and I got a 3. So,
Yeah,
16 to hit, and I did 9 piercing damage.
You find this thing, like, where this thing's heart just happens. It pierced right through it.
Yeah.
It wiggles around for a moment and then kind of deflates as it dies.
Like a big balloon.
Like a big balloon.
It was a balloon the whole time.
No wonder I wasn't afraid of the fire. You can take my yellow icon off, too.
I like it, though.
Yeah, but I already used my Bardic Inspiration.
Kahn has Curlin's
It's
light.
carrying... Yeah, so it's carrying Crawler just dead at the entrance of this cave.
Good news, Verikan. The light killed it.
Yeah.
Huzzah!
Little man's covered in a bunch of like goo and just like grime from this thing, and he's trying to climb up the edge, and it's like Shadow from Homeward Bound. We're trying to climb up the mud thing.
I was thinking it was going to be like Beethoven when he wakes up in the bed after the mud and just shakes it off.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and take points because I usually have good armor. Continue to the door.
Well, your mithril is still as good as your old armor.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's still the 20s and 22 still hit. I'm going to make a perception check at the door, see if I hear anybody on the other side.
Your old.
The turn order's still up.
I like it that way. I'm very fickle about my turn order.
3.
You put your ear to it and it sounds like wood.
I can hear the tree growing. Well, I'm going to very stealthily open the door.
Creak!
Ah,
There's nothing there.
okay.
You see more mines.
They said it was near the back. Good adventurers always go left.
See a few good ways to get. A few ways to go.
I'm gonna go south. Sneakily, so I'll roll stealth in case you want to use that. Keeps rolling into the corner and rolling like shit.
You look around the corner, you don't see anything. You see little stairs leading downwards.
Stop. Oh, I should buy a mirror so I can do my little mirror trick. I'm gonna stealthily peek around the corner, if I may.
To the left.
Well, there's a door to the right, so to the map left. I'm gonna sneak to see if I can look down there.
See kind of a fork.
Coast is clear.
Do we hear any sounds that might be not rats?
Not quite.
I'm gonna perceive this door.
Even louder creak.
You see a sign on the door that says sleeping quarters.
says sleeping quarters. I don't think it's the brig.
Do mines even have a brig? Sorry, do mines even have a brig?
Put my finger up to his mouth hole. This one does. And I'm going to go ahead and continue south.
Mines continue. Wooden planks on the walls, oil lanterns on the ceilings.
Might find a creeper down here.
Didn't we check the door?
I assume we're looking for a brig. You can check the door if you wish, but I'm just seeing if I can find something that doesn't look like sleeping quarters.
Except for the sleeping quarters.
Are you checking the door, Verikan?
Yeah.
You're opening it up?
I'm going to peek inside.
Yep. You see a small room with about 6 cots.
Look, a man!
Not a brig.
I'm going to check this door. Is there any signs on this one?
No signs.
Perception check on the door. Natural 20, finally.
Yeah, you hear commotion on the other side. You hear voices.
Does it sound like? Can I make out the language they're speaking? Does it sound slightly dwarfish?
It sounds dwarfish.
Nice.
I'm gonna try and open the door. I assume it's locked.
Can speak Sarvis? Oh, is he?
You would think it would be, but it doesn't seem to be.
I will open the door slowly. Found him, guys.
Yeah, so you open the door and you see a couple of dwarfs, kind of half-starved, just kind of lying on the ground, breathing heavily.
Hey, guys, you awake? You good? Try to...
You,
Little men have... Little men have drinks or something?
Little man has like his alchemist's jug on him, so he tries to give all of them a drink of water.
But accidentally gives them mayo.
yeah, it's vinegar. So you give one of the dwarves some water, and he kind of starts lapping it up as he kind of starts to regain consciousness.
I'll take out my water skin and do the same.
Little man and BigFellow go from dwarf to dwarf to try to give them water to resuscitate them and give them hope.
Verikan should tell them about Corellin. Lift their skirt.
You could do the Corellin dance.
No! Verikan
So
should.
yeah, this dwarf darting on, he goes, "Oh, thank you, laddie, thank you. Oh, we've been stuck. We've been in this mine for days now. No food, no water.
The door was
Every time
unlocked.
we
Why
try
didn't
to
you just...
escape,
I'm sorry,
every time
go
we try
ahead.
to escape, I have a sad story to tell, lad. Listen to me.
Oh,
It's a tale of heartbreak and sorrow. Every time we try to escape, one of those rats would just appear out of nowhere, bare its fangs, and try to turn us and chase us back. And one of us made it to the entrance, but all we heard was a scream and the sound of eating. We've been too frightened to leave.
No,
You're not were rats. He's like
No.
regaining more of his
I'm just
bearings.
aware.
It's like, wait. It's like, you're not rats.
I'm just aware.
Here. Did you Did you take care of the rats for us, the were-rats?
No, we're just mounting a rescue thing. Apparently, they have taken over the thing, and this is no longer going to be your mine.
Well, I'm just a worker. It's none of my bloody business who owns it.
That's true. The person who owns it is actually unconscious outside. We'll tell you about it later.
Let's get the hell out of here. Is the way safe?
Well, as far as we know.
Is it
What
just
about the creature?
just the 5 of you in here?
That's all that's left. What about the creature guarding the exit?
The big thing that looked like my ex?
I assume so, if you say so.
Let's go.
Yeah, he's we squished him like a bug.
Alright, let's get out of here.
I'll go ahead and take point again because I've got pretty high armor.
Okay. And Little Man and BigFellow tend to the wounded and escort them all they'll cover the rear.
So I'll just try and backtrack the way we came, so...
Mayonnaise counts as a food, right? Because we could feed these guys.
If we had good berry. It's our druid. He could have turned into a rat and snuck in here.
Everyone give me a stealth check.
Sorry. 16. Druid's also having pass without trace.
Yeah, it's all pretty good. So you're not able to draw any attention as you backtrack.
Even with a BigFellow going clunk, clunk, clunk.
Yep.
We time it with we hear people mining, and so we time it with the mining pickaxe beats.
Nice mine.
Spice Mines Kessel.
The rats don't seem to be mining. They seem to be doing rat stuff.
They're mining their own business.
Yeah, but you all make your way down here. You all slide down the ledge.
Yeah, watch out for the... You know what? Just land on that thing. It's nice and soft.
Yeah, use that as a cushion. They all go, wee!
That's what I was going to say.
Saying, that's the most fun we had in days. But Don John seems to regain consciousness. But he sees all the dwarves there.
Oh god, we left him next to the freaking grave site. He woke up 10 minutes ago and everybody's dead.
But he starts to wake up as you exit the mine. You can move your tokens over there if you want, but
Good news, John. You're not going to turn into a rat.
And we rescued like a third of your miners.
That's the other good news, yes.
They look nothing like children, although they're as tall as children.
BigFellow, you're standing on one of the graves. You probably should... Oh, no, you're not. Never mind.
It seems you need your eyes fixed. Would you like one of theirs?
yeah, he just goes, damn varmints took over the mines. What am I going to tell my boss?
Tell them that the varmints took over the mines and almost turned you into one, and that you deserve workers' compensation, and that they should probably do more to protect you and your workers from monsters. And then sue them. Yes.
Maybe you can get the Stone Cold Reavers to get the rats out of there.
That's true, yes.
Yeah, I don't trust them one bit, but they are mercenaries. They'll do anything for a coin, I suspect. That's a good idea. Might take you up on that. What do I care if this mine's taken over by rats? Not my problem.
That's the attitude that we had, yes.
I've seen the light, the elven light.
The light of
No, he
growth.
just goes, can't believe I almost risked my life for some damn mine. Almost get turned into one of them critters myself. It's not worth it. I'm glad you saved my. I'm glad you saved the miners.
Glory be to Corellon.
Now,
It was Corellon.
that greedy little bastard Harbin's probably not going to pay you for this.
I believe the quest was to bring you here, not to...
Yeah, but he's going to nitpick the details, saying we don't have a mine anymore.
Well, we
You
don't
just
have
come
to
by
tell
me,
him
and
that.
I'll make sure. Well, I'll make sure you're compensated.
Oh, well, thank you very much, Mr. John.
You can call me Don John.
I could, but okay.
Can I call you Donnie?
Today we're talking about Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts. Used to be on the show with a bunch of grumps. We didn't get along. It's a huge controversy. Anyway. He sees the giant worm. He goes, damn, you take care of that?
I finish it off. And I found it. I discovered it. I'm gonna call it. It's called a dart. Dart worm.
It's called Dardagon.
You should name her after your ex.
Yes.
Petunia.
Carry on. She liked to crawl. So it's Carry On Crawler. Brilliant. Yeah, let's get out of here but get back to Phandalin before sundown.
Yeah, otherwise we're gonna be stuck outside. Oh, let people in.
Yeah, you try. How long does charm last? Are these rats still charms?
Last an hour.
Yeah, so you walk in plain sight of these rats with a bunch of dwarfs in tow.
I mean, we can take the.
And they just wave and go, "Thanks for stopping by."
Bye. Remember, tell your queen that you let us go. Oh, they are not going to have a good time in an hour.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. They were escaping.
I told you that was escaping. So, yeah. Yeah, back to Phandalin. Pretty uneventful. Dwarfs tell you the tale of how the were-rats invaded the mine, killed like over half their half the miners, and forced them into one of the far caves and left the door unlocked just as a cruel prank to give them the hope of escape, but they were always there to put them back in place. But they're just all thankful that none of them became a were-rat. That sounds gross. Yeah.
I mean, for all we know, that the Rat Queen could have been lying about Don John turning into not being retaining his human blood.
Well, let's spit out the blood like it was like human blood.
I didn't inside check her.
Well, then,
She only likes the blood of her own kind.
Big old weirdo. Make her way to Town Master's Hall.
Yep.
Knock on the door. Arbin! Wake up, Arbin!
He just lazily says, take up any quest rewards, take it up with the Stone Cold Reavers, I'll go back to sleep.
Where were they stationed or quartered.
You,
Probably
you get the impression that maybe he just doesn't want to deal with you.
Oh. Harbin!
All right, what is it?
We did a
He's
quest.
talking through the door.
Did a quest. Here for compensation for escorting Don John to the mine.
Oh, that's good. The Miners Guild was been on my back for a week about that mine. Apparently, we haven't been receiving any shipments from it. They were worried something might have happened, but we're gonna. Everything's back in order.
We brought Don John to the mine.
That is right. We fulfilled all the details of the contract.
And we should be receiving shipments again.
I don't see
Right.
why not. I look around. I don't see anybody named Why Not.
Don John, though, is standing right next to you. He's like, you guys ain't good liars, aren't you? And he goes, now listen here, Harbin. This is Don John.
You can trust
You and your Miners Association sent us directly to a literal rat's nest. I nearly became a were-rat. They've been keeping their employees trapped in that rat-infested mine for over a week.
Yeah.
So I suggest you take your new mercenary friends, clear all of them out, and then we'll have a working mind, because it's not the responsibilities of your town member do your job for you.
Yeah.
Mr. Don's
Barbara just goes, us. Yeah, it's no concern of mine. You take it up with the Miners Guild.
What concerns us is
I guess technically, I knew I should have had a lawyer look over that contract a little more. Fine. He one by one. He was 100 gold.
Yes.
Yeah.
One by one, he does 100 gold pieces through the mountain's toe. Or, I mean, through. I was looking at the word mountain toe. Through the mail slot. Through his mountain's toe.
And then I guess I divided amongst
the six of them.
the six ways.
16 each.
16 each, and then 6 goes into the
No.
Six
into the alms box.
6 silver goes into the alms box.
Just make a note of that. Make sure to get that sorted out.
6. I thought it was 6 gold.
Oh, let me double check.
It was 100 gold pieces.
16.
I apologize. It's four gold. 4 gold goes into the. We each get 16, and then 4 goes in the alms box.
Yeah.
All right, everyone can level up.
Woo! I'm also going to buy a healing
think-
potion if I can.
I think this is the feats level.
Actually, I'll do.
Yep. So you can make your way to Umbrage Hill for 25 silver or 25 gold. Buy a healing potion.
I'll buy 2 if they're only 25 gold. Then,
I think it's
if I
25
may.
gold.
It's 50 gold on normal, unless there's like a discount.
Oh wait, hold on. That was just from memory. Let me make sure.
Yeah. 50 gold otherwise. So, I'll level up in the meantime.
Probably just 50 gold. That's where you met the Manticore.
I'm going to.
Yeah, it is 50 gold.
It's
It is 50 gold per potion of healing. So to get 2, or just 1.
Ooh, I can apply poison to a weapon or a piece of ammunition as a bonus action. I never saw this feat. Poisoner feat.
Well, that'd be good for darts.
Yeah.
So do you buy 2 potions?
I'll buy 2. How much are they?
50 gold.
I can only afford 1 then.
Okay, so she's happy to see you again.
Improvements when you reach 4th level. You get to increase one of the abilities.
Dabra mentions that she saw the dragon fly around a couple days ago and fight the Manticore in the sky. If you remember, they fought and the Manticore froze midair and fell to the ground. But everyone's leveling up, so I won't bore you with me, playing Dungeons and Dragons right now.
Sorry.
So I think that's a good place. So I think that's a good place to end it, though.
Yeah, I'm taking the Piercer feat, and I rolled a 10 out of 10 for my health roll.
Yeah, I've been doing rolling this entire time.
I think I have been, because that's how it seems to be set up as, so.
Well, that's good, then.
I may reroll one of my attack's damage dice when it's a piercing weapon. And when I score a critical hit that does piercing damage, I can roll 1 additional damage die. And my dexterity goes up. So, that's what I'm taking.
You get 1 new cantrip, Sarah, and 1 new regular spell.
To read them, I don't know what to do.
All right, we'll do that later then.
Oh, my dexterity is a +4 now.
For a fighter.
Well, I'm a dart.
Yeah. So, you can take a feat. I mean, you've leveled up before. But you can take a feat. Just run it by me. It'll probably be okay. Or you can add 2 to any ability score on your level up.
What would be a good ability score for me to have? Because I want to upgrade my ability scores.
What are your current ability scores?
Yeah, I think our Artificers are intelligence.
Intelligence was one that I chose, and what would the other one be? Would they recommend?
Well, you can only choose 1.
No, you could choose 2. It's 1 can go up 1 or 2. I'm sorry,
okay.
1 skill can go up 2 or 2 can go up 1. So you get a total of 2 points.
Yeah, so you have a 19 intelligence. So if you go to 20, will that be a +5?
Yeah,
Probably.
I'd say if you want to play this efficiently, go do 1 in intelligence and 1 in charisma to bring each of those up by 1.
All right. Done and
Or maybe 1 to wisdom.
Or wisdom. I'm sorry, or wisdom, because your wisdom is also an offer.
Yeah, but just look over the feats. Make sure you don't want anything.
Yeah. Some feats might actually give you a +1 to intelligence, though.
Yeah.
Feat of an actor.
I mean, most feats are... There's some combat ones, there's some RP-related ones.
Should Chaka have the feats or?
I mean, it's up to you. You'll also have to look over the.
All right. So yeah,
Just let me know about the next game. All right, thanks everyone. You avoided a fight with the were-rats. And
Yeah. Would that have happened if we went around the back first?
you would have found the dwarves.
Well, we probably would have. I definitely would have gone south because we knew he was towards the back. I was trying to avoid crossing paths with the other. What was the other entrance? Because there was another entrance I saw that was open.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't like this map much. That led almost directly to the dwarves.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna have like a cave-in be there or something.
Ah, okay.
I'm surprised they just put an entrance that led right to them, honestly, because realistically those dwarves could just. But whatever.
It's again, I think this one is a little more lighthearted than like a serious adventure, as it's supposed to be an introductory thing. So it's more about giving options and letting people figure out what to do, rather than having just like, here's a big fight and you will have to think really hard on how to get around it. So yeah, but good on Sarah for charming those guards. Good move.
I knew she had it in her.
I do wonder though if we killed all the rats, they could have started back to their shipping process or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah,
and one operational, and there were some treasure in that room.
Yeah, but
there.
Oh man, so this campaign thing that they have in now, we can now jump between other characters, like character sheets, so we can look at other character sheets if we need a quick reference. This is nice.
We were able to do that before.
You did that before, but I didn't think you could do it from here. From your character sheet.
Oh no, that's been there for a while.
Oh, okay. The custom rolling is great.
New.
Custom rolling is great.
So. I was getting kind of irritated with my accents changing. I was like, I keep an accent.
See, at least you have accents. I have like one or two voices, and then everything else just turns into gruff me.
Well, because like, okay, these rats are going to be like Cockney English speaking like little weasels,
right?
And then, like I just go into a southern accent after like a minute.
You were jumping between them and Donjon, so
you tell I'm not a voice actor. I'm not a voice actor because voice actors voices like instantaneously.
Billy Westkin is like a master at that. He can jump between voices like no problem.
He's a professional.
He's professional.
He can make you laugh and cry all in the same instant.
And he can make a really good baby cry sound. He did that in one episode of Futurama. Sounds just like a freaking baby. Creepy. Anyway, thank you, Joey. That was sorry to skip combat, but hey, that's how the dice roll.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, I had fun. Thanks.
Yeah. These like the fact that you cleared out the shrine beforehand meant that these were-rats were very wary about how. We're like very concerned. Otherwise, they probably would have just attacked you.
Yeah, like that was my first like thoughts. Like if they were chased off by the things that we that we defeated, I was like, why am I afraid of you?
Yeah, it was nice to have like a role play solution or role play encounter rather than just going right into battle. So